Record. Here we go. Okay.
I think that's all the buttons.
Oh, I hope so. I'll never get used to this.
Hmm. There.
Rachel, are you going on the boat cruise on Saturday?
On the sunset sail,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the plan.
I'm excited.
It's always such a nice time.
I've never been before, so it'll be great.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. I feel a little bit guilty. My son gets out of work just as I'll be getting on the boat, so he'll have to hang out in town until I get back.
Oh, do you carpool to work together?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he doesn't drive yet, so
Oh, okay. Well, there's probably something he can do, right?
I'm sure he can entertain himself somehow. Uh,
Rachel, what boat are you going out on?
it's the OLAD,
Oh,
right?
lad. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Why can't I? Why can't I make it so I see everybody in a gallery? I swear I did this last time.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Mine might. Are you, what kind of computer are you using?
I am on a MacBook.
Okay.
I think
I
you
am
can just
too.
swipe, right? Can, does Like if I swipe, I have the gallery, and if I swipe to the other side, I just see you. Does that do it? Oh, I've lost her. She's lost. She's gone.
She's frozen.
Oops.
Yep.
Oh no.
She's going to have to
Okay.
keep doing what my husband does. And here's the irony. He earned his living doing computer stuff for 42 years. But every time we get sort of lost in a new program, it's like, well, I just start poking buttons until it does what I want it to.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've gotten braver about poking buttons since I've been with him.
That's my background too, Julia. And
Ah,
and I I started off as a computer engineer. So our first answer to anything that wasn't working on the manufacturing floor was just to shut it off and turn it
yes.
back on. And
Yeah.
it still works. Like that's still a good answer.
Mhm.
Yep,
Does
it's
It's
either
just
that or I just love percussive maintenance, meaning hit it.
oh yeah, we didn't do too much of that.
He doesn't usually do that to computers, but we had a very ancient TV when I first got here 20 years ago, and that was the way to make that thing behave. He knew where to hit it to solve certain problems.
Yeah. Well, we were making semiconductors and we didn't really want to be smacking too many things around.
No, probably not, Mary.
No, no.
Which outfit semiconductors was that?
Well, Fairchild Semiconductor was here in South Portland, Maine,
Yes. Yep.
and they moved here because there was some family ties with the Payson family,
Oh, yeah.
um, but also because they had a workforce that had worked in the mill,
Yes.
and they knew that those people could do the type of small, fine work that they
Yep.
needed here. So, we talked about some things with, as we read that book, right,
Mhm.
about the mills down in Biddeford, and
Oh,
those
yeah.
were the very sources that they were using for their labor here.
I actually had a friend who left carpentry to go to work for them.
Yeah.
because it was a much steadier paycheck at the time.
Well, there were days where I was questioning my decision because there were some periods of time where business was not great and they would ask us to take, unpaid time off. And
Oh,
that
wonderful.
was, I know, when you
Mm.
were young and had a mortgage, that was not really a nice request. But I
Yeah.
did paint that whole outside of my house one summer, taking my days
Mm,
off.
I helped my
wow.
father clean out a house for an estate the summer that the state was giving days off to the employees instead of paying us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that.
yeah.
That
Mm,
was awful. But the
it
first
was.
2 weeks that we had off, where they were just closed entirely, were spectacular.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the best weather ever.
So what is everybody working on?
I finally picked up my neckline for my. Is that all right? Yeah,
Oh, did something wrong. I'm
that's
sorry.
okay. I think you muted me instead of
I'm sorry.
spotlighted me. Well, I'm still working on my sweater, but I finally got to the neckline. So
Oh, good job.
yeah, I
Excellent.
know. It's going to be some assembly required because it's a sweater in pieces, which is not my favorite thing. But it's just been so hot. I have not. I have not had this on my lap. So plus I had company. So it's been. But I got the neckline picked up. We'll see how far I get and
That's
see
cool.
if it's straight, like, um, you know, if it's huge or not. But making progress. And I started another shift because I like those.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I visited, I can show you, I think I might have shown you before. I visited Quebec this winter when it was really cold. And I went to the Biscotte yarn company. They're
Oh.
from Montreal and Quebec.
Mhm.
And I got this lovely DK yarn that's it's a wool and silk blend. It's really nice.
Wow.
So
Really pretty.
it's just, yeah, I think it's just going to be really pretty. I have a blue jacket. I think that it'll go with like this kind of darker than that. But
Nice.
so
Mm.
yeah, so that was like, it wasn't too big to be too hot, but it's just been, I don't know about everybody else, but a lot of humidity in Maine this summer is not my friend.
No, it's terrible. It really is.
It's
I
been like
was,
that in the Hudson Valley too. And
yeah,
I haven't done any knitting, and it's just because it just doesn't feel good to have it in your hands and on your lap. And
right. Yeah, it's not so much fun. I
no.
was outside. This is the first day like I felt I could sit outdoors even,
Mm.
and my neighbor started mowing, so
Of
Oh,
course.
gosh.
came inside. Like, I can't Zoom talk to anybody while the mowing's going on. So I don't know.
I hate the whole mowing thing. Seems like one neighbor finishes up and the next neighbor starts in.
Well,
Well,
because the sound reminds everybody, oh, I should go mow before it gets dark.
Yeah.
So,
my
like,
husband actually drove to Bangor today. He's up there still, helping my daughter get her yard mowed because he can't stand it if a yard isn't mowed.
Oh.
And her husband's in Alaska on a work trip. So
Oh.
he knows she won't get it done.
Send
And
them to my house.
okay,
My dad was
go
like,
anywhere to mow, I swear. He's got a big light on the front of the mower, so if it gets too dark, he can mow at night. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, wow.
It's an
Uh,
Dad
obsession.
never
That's
did
his
that.
retirement obsession.
to
I
one of
Well,
just
your neighbors.
my
I'm sorry.
daughter lives in Bangor too.
Does she?
Yeah.
Where does she live in
They,
Bangor?
well, they just bought a house and I think it's actually like Milford.
Okay.
So it's a little more in the country,
Yeah.
but she works at the University of Orono.
Oh, at Maine.
Yes,
Yeah,
in
that's where
Or
my
at
son-in-law
Orono.
works too.
Cheers
He
already.
Really?
he's a geologist there. He he's
Oh,
he's a research geologist, and he
oh,
takes
cool.
people to glaciers to teach them how to be glaciologists, which
Whoa,
is kind of
that's
crazy
cool.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter works at the Eastern Maine Medical. Well, she works for Northern Light Health. She works not at the hospital, but in the corporate offices there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
My daughter works at the Composite Center. So
Oh, with all the building materials and stuff.
yeah,
Oh, very cool.
she's doing fiber engineering,
Oh,
but
wonderful.
they've got that huge 3D printer
Yeah.
where they're
They
printing like
they printed
boats and
houses.
windmills, and they printed a house.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
really cool. There's a lot going on that's good there.
we got to go there, but we had to go through a background check in order to visit there.
Because
Oh,
it's
wow.
a secret, right?
Yeah.
It's like military kind of
Right.
stuff, I
Yeah.
think. But
Yeah.
had to wear hard hats and
Yeah.
yeah, it
Well,
was
that's
very
exciting.
interesting.
Well, I hope she
Yeah.
likes it.
And your son-in-law works at the same place as my daughter.
I know. It's a big place though, really, for Maine. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
it's pretty
I'm
big.
betting that your son-in-law knows my friend Marty Yates, though. He just retired from Maine.
In climate studies?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I'll write down the name and ask him when he gets back. Because he's not in communication.
Oh,
Not if he's out on a
gosh.
glacier.
No. Is it YEATS? That kind of Yates?
Y-A-T-E-S.
Oh, YATES. Okay,
Yeah.
I will ask.
Again, we're doing the small world thing.
Yep, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Now that song's going to go through my head the rest of the night.
I'm sorry, Gwen.
It's a small.
Could see if he knows Rebecca Ruckdashel too.
Okay. I doubt it, but they have a lot of friends that are professors in different departments and
Yeah.
all this. Does she by any chance play ultimate frisbee or disc golf? Because they can
No,
introduce her to 100 people if she does.
I'll have to tell her that.
Yeah. There's a huge, they have a good time. All right, I got it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, Maine is not a big place. You can almost trip over somebody you know somehow.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time I leave the state, I somehow run into like the one other Mainer. And
That's wherever you are. Yeah.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
at a stoplight in LA, the people who pull up next to us happen to be from the town I was born in. And we're like, do you know how to
wow.
get to this place?
Oh gosh.
Crazy. Yep.
We went
Yeah.
to a national park in Arizona, and the park ranger was from Saco.
Mhm.
Like we were just like, really? This is so totally random place to be from.
We ran into somebody like that at a roadside scenic turnout in, I think, Colorado when I was a little kid. Somebody else saw our Maine license plate and they came over to talk to my father, and it turns out that they knew my grandmother very well.
Gosh.
So weird. You just never know, right?
Yep.
Well, does anybody have any updates on what they're working on?
Well,
You do?
yeah, I do. I'm
Me
trying not to fall victim to second sleeve syndrome.
Oh,
That's
pretty.
Sleeve.
Oh,
And
Oh,
that's
nice.
it's supposed to match when it's done. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see there's kind of a lace detail. If I
Is
ever make a sweater again, which is not impossible because it's kind of fun, um, I would use a plainer yarn so that the
see
lace
it.
would show better.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't hate the way it looks now, and it's kind of covering a couple mistakes on the neck, but I might not have made the mistakes if I could have seen it better.
Sure.
So
What
there's,
sweater is that, Julia?
yes,
What sweater is that?
it is the Squirrel sweater from
Oh,
Casapinka.
Gorgeous.
oh,
And it's yarn that I bought when the previous iteration of the goat was selling off stock. Um, and I'm working 3 projects right now, actually, but for finishing projects, there's that one, and
ooh.
there's this shawl. And I am on row 130 out of 156 rows.
Oh,
Oh,
very
in
pretty.
This will be
mine.
over at 6.
Pardon? So I'm, it's getting to the point where each row is a major accomplishment.
wow, that's a lot of stitches on a needle at
Mhm.
once.
Yeah, it's it grows by either 2 or 4 stitches on each row, alternating. So um it will be fairly sizable when I'm done. And last night, literally in 2 hours, I knit 2 rows.
Yeah.
So the speedy part is over. But I like it because it's simple and I'm really enjoying the variegated yarn.
And that pattern is a Casapinka too, or not?
No, let's see. It is, do I have the name of it? It was by Molly Brusewitz, and it was from Mad Cow Yarn, which was her business out here. She has closed that business and moved on, and I think has a different one. This is called Destination Paradise. And I think these are the original colors she designed it in. So there's one variegated skein and there's one solid in red.
Really pretty yarn.
It is.
Yeah, it's that I think is a unique fingering,
Oh, I love that yarn.
3005. I actually managed to have the original shipping
It's
paper here with all the
squishy.
rest of it. It
It's
is
a,
squishy.
yeah.
And my husband bought me yarn for the latest Casapinka mystery knit along, which is currently running. And I had not had yarn from that dyer before. We bought it online. I never had a chance to squish it. And it is hard and shiny, even though it's wool.
Hmm.
Weird.
And because it's so shiny, and also because I wish I had done a gauge swatch and I didn't, um, the fancy stitches in it aren't really showing up very well.
Oh.
They'll show a little difference in texture, but I have my doubts as to how much blocking is going to bring that up. But we'll see. I didn't realize that I wish I were working on a different size needle until I was 2 weeks into it, and I decided I wasn't going back. There's somebody, at least one other person in the knit along on the online forum has said that they're doing two. They're doing one on the original size 6 needle and they're doing one on a 5. And after a week's worth of it, she hadn't decided whether she thought one was better than the other. So I figure I might as well just keep going and maybe I might try heat blocking it when I'm done, but we'll see. I don't want to wreck it. It was my anniversary present.
But you don't know what it's going to be,
No,
or
it's a shawl.
Oh, it's a shawl.
It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
a shawl, and I'm hoping it stays a triangular shape because it's off to a good start as a solid triangle shawl. And I say it that way because 2 years ago, there came a point in a long rectangular shawl where she had us bind everything off and then pick up the stitches and change direction.
Hmm.
Oh,
It was odd. It was my least favorite of the shawls I've done that way.
yeah.
Well, I hope it works out.
Yeah,
All that work.
I have bought a lot of yarn online over the last 6 years, and I'm reaching a point where there are some types of yarn that I feel really good about buying that way. I pretty much know what I'm going to get. The shade may be a little different just because of the screens, but I know what the texture is going to be. And I'm starting to be more hesitant about just buying a new one that way because of the aspect of how squishy will it be? I know I like really squishy.
Mhm.
Well, I could vouch for this Biscotte. It's called Pure Decay or something like that.
Ah,
And it's very squishy. It's really nice.
I've seen their yarn somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Well, they had a store in New Jersey,
Mm,
and then they decided to close it. So last year, I was able to buy. They have some beautiful self-striping yarn, and they created sock patterns to go with their self-striping yarn to make different socks.
mhm.
And when you get done with it, it's so soft. And but now you can only get it out of Canada.
Yeah, that's where they're from. That's where I went.
Mhm.
I went up there last winter. So
I should show you the socks I made. I think I did once upon a time.
I made Boston Bruin socks for some friends of mine with their yarn.
Ooh,
They were fun.
That's
They
cool.
had a couple different colorways that were reminiscent of sports teams.
And is it a yarn place that's just their yarns, Mary, or was it?
No, they carry other people's yarns there too. They had a lot of other things at least at the one in Quebec City.
Where is it in the city? I'm going on Monday. So
Oh, well, I I can find the link to it. It's it's not it's like in an industrial park right off the highway. It's not in Old Quebec.
okay.
So I think I just looked it up on Google for Biscotte yarn. It hasn't. Let me see if I can find it and put it in the chat, Tracy.
Okay, while
This
you're finding it, I'll show my socks.
Yeah,
yeah.
let me see if I can find it.
it,
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Those are my socks.
Oh, those are
Made
very
with
fun.
made
Oh
with
gosh.
Biscotte yarn.
Oh my gosh.
And
beautiful,
they're called candy corn socks.
Ah,
beautiful.
those are
And
fun.
so when my mom was sick, when she had her stroke, I asked her to hold the yarn for me so I could wind it as a
Mhm.
little activity while she was recovering from her stroke. Bad idea.
Oh,
So it took me and my boyfriend, about 3 months to unwind it and ball it. So I swore that I'd never get rid of the socks I made from it because it was just heartbreaking how long it took to get the yarn. And I did their mystery sock of the month club for a few months. So every other month they'd send you some sock yarn from Biscotti. It could either be Louisa or Patrick, one of the two.
Yeah, the two owners
Yeah,
they have two different lines.
they're so soft. So I have like, I think 10 of their mystery sock things to do with their yarn. But I stopped buying their yarn after they closed the shop in New Jersey because I didn't want to pay the high tariffs.
mm.
Yeah, I haven't ordered anything. I just happened to be up there, so.
Um, not to mention a competitor, Rachel, sorry,
Oh,
but
oh,
haven't, what used to be Mother of Pearl and Freeport carries their yarn.
it still is mother of pearl.
Yeah.
Okay, Mother of Pearl carries their yarn, but Rachel, you didn't hear me say that.
No, no, totally.
Because I haven't bought yarn in a while. Not,
There are enough knitters for everyone. We're not territorial. Don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry. I did take the 2 inches off of my other sock. That was the worst experience I've ever had
Oh,
with
no.
this sock yarn, but I managed to get it back on my circular to add the next color section.
Mhm.
But there's a section of my sock that I twisted the stitches on it. So, and I'm sitting there going, if I go and drop these down again and try to bring them back up again, I'm going to go ballistic. So I'm going to leave it because it's on the back side of the sock. And maybe by the time we meet again, I will have a sock done. But as of right now, it's in timeout because it caused me so much anguish. I swore at it. And I don't swear at my knitting much. And this was just, I don't like the gray yarn that it's being made with from Knit Picks. And the size needle is a 1.5 needle. And so because it's furry, it has that heather to it, it makes it hard when you're knitting. So that's my update on my crappy socks.
I'm sorry, but it does deserve to be in timeout.
It had it coming.
Yep. That's
Oh, Tracy, they're moving, Tracy.
Yeah.
There's a new location.
Oh.
Yeah, hang on. See if I can.
They opened up a new location
And what-
somewhere over in Canada. Somewhere
No, this
towards-
is their Montreal location that they're moving. Sorry.
Oh.
I think what I sent should get you to the
Oh.
Quebec City one. I don't know.
Okay, and what is the name of the shop?
It's the name of the shop
Is it the name of the yarn?
No, it's Lalaine something. Hang on. It's Lalaine's Biscotte yarn. So LESLAINES.
Les Jeunisses?
Lalaine's,
Yeah.
like, yeah. See if I put it, I can type it. I'm not very good at I've got my phone and my iPad.
Lislaine Biscotti Yarns.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. It was a very, very incredible shop in terms of like walls of their own things in there. And then the whole center part of the store was all kinds of other yarns.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's only 3 hours from here, so.
Yeah.
It's worth the drive though for 3 hours. That's just like for me going from Augusta to Boston when I lived in Maine. That was like a piece of cake. Boom, boom. You get back in the same day.
Exactly. Well, we're actually going because we're going to an IKEA store and it's it's in Quebec. So,
and it's your
and
nearest
it's
IKEA.
2 hours, 2.5 hours closer. Well, no, I've been to IKEA before, but normally it's been when I've been traveling, so I can't bring things back.
Right.
We're driving. We can bring things back. So we're gonna. But yeah, the women are going and the men we don't know what they're doing, but we know what they're not doing. Not coming with us because none of them appreciate that sort of thing. So we're good.
And you'll get your steps in IKEA too.
Uh-huh. Yes. Well, it's kind of fun because we've in the neighborhood, the women, we've all been wanting to go. So we picked a day or picked three, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. We'll be there
Very
and doing
cool.
other things as well.
Well, have a good time.
Hmm.
You want to check and see which days the shop is open, Tracy?
I will.
Yeah.
I
We went to a very fun little, like, cool little clothing place in Quebec City that was called the White Sheep, but it wasn't yarn, but they had some fun things in there. But I had so many clothes on, I didn't try anything on because it was
Well, it's
minus
winter.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're also looking for a mother of the bride dress for one of
Oh,
the people that's going. So
well, you might find that at that shop,
yeah.
or they could tell you where for sure.
No, I've written that down.
Yeah. Le Blanc Mouton, I think.
Ah.
Okay. Fun.
Yep.
Let me.
Well, I don't remember where I was the last time. The last time we were on here, but I have made some progress on my little Millsy top. I have both shoulders picked up and joined in the round at the
Oh,
armhole.
nice.
So
Nice
it's
job,
fine.
Rachel.
Very nice.
Rachel, I love your knitting. The way that you take a piece of yarn, especially the ombre, and you made that little dress and it looked like trees at the bottom. Oh my
Oh.
God, you're an artist. I swear to God, you are such an artist.
Well, thank you. That was a lot of fun. That's a really cute little dress. I wish it was in my size. Maybe one of these days, but the baby dresses are so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And we've had several people buy the yarn to make that same dress, so I had to like write out all of my notes because I altered a sweater pattern to make the little dress, and so I had to try to make it make sense to other people.
Uh-huh.
Was it for a gift for someone you were making it for? Or?
No, it was just a little sample for the spiral green yarn that we got in. So Kristen just gave me the small little hank of spiral grain, and I found this cute little sweater that had like a Christmas tree or an evergreen tree motif around the yoke. But I only had the one little skein, so I changed a few things. I made it a cap sleeve. I repeated the yoke down at the waist so it would flare out and make a little
fun
skirt with the trees around it again, and then just kept knitting until I ran out of yarn, basically, and that's how long the dress is. But it was really fun.
Is it still hanging in the shop?
It is, yep.
Oh, good. We'll check it out.
Yeah. And so I also, because my little Millsy top, that's I cheated and I cast on that during the knit along, so it doesn't quite count as knit along stuff. Oh no, angle. Oh dear. Okay. Somewhere. So this is a little cardigan I started last summer.
Oh, that's sweet.
And
Pretty.
I'm going
Very
to
nice.
just
I
make
like
a
that.
little short sleeve. So I finished off the hem and I picked up, and I'm just doing a few rounds of ribbing, and it's just going to be a little cap sleeve open front thing, and it's just a fingering weight. This is on the round plush single, and I'm doing it's the Felix cardigan, which calls for an Aran weight, but I'm doing it in fingering on the same size needles, and so it's nice and open and airy. And
what's your neckline going to be? What do you do with that?
Oh, I'll just pick up and do like a
Is it a rib?
3/4 inch of rib. Yeah. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how far I get.
And I'm assuming you made the top you're wearing.
Yeah, let's see
Yeah,
that.
That's
yeah.
gorgeous.
Ooh,
This was my first ranunculus.
I thought that was ranunculus. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a cone of mercerized cotton. And so that's what it is. So it kind of grows
Yeah.
as I wear it throughout the day. So but it's cotton, so I just throw it in the wash and the dryer and it goes back to its normal size and it's ready for the next outing.
I
But-
love the yoke on that. That's really cool.
Oh,
Very
thank
pretty.
you.
Was that a knit along?
Wait.
Did people do that? Did a lot of people do that? Or is that just something that people have been?
It's a
This one, it's very similar to the Love Note that we did do as the knit along.
Yeah.
Same basic construction, same size 10 needles and any gauge yarn, basically up to like a worsted or so. So very similar, but this one isn't one that we can purchase through the store, this pattern. But
Oh.
there's like, I don't even know, like
thousands.
20,000 projects on Ravelry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was all over the feeds back in 2020.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I've looked at it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yours, maybe it's because of the cotton yarn, but yours is hanging differently.
Very differently. Mhm.
I did the wider neckline because I like, a little slouchy neckline, but there are instructions for a closer, less floppy neckline. And this was also one of my earlier sweaters. So probably my gauge is funny and the yarn has stretched out. I mean, this was, I don't know, like 8 years ago, I think, that I made this one. So it was like my first time doing any lace or anything weird. So
And what weight is the yarn?
the yarn, I would call it like maybe a sport,
Or okay.
like a heavy fingering to sport weight. Yeah. It's also like multiple shades lighter now than it used to be.
Mm.
You mean you've washed it a few times?
I've washed it a few times, left it out in the sun. It's broken in.
Who was the one that was talking about buttonholes for their sweater? It was looks like a month ago. Somebody was talking about getting feedback about buttonhole ribbing. And
Ginny, well, there was Ginny doing the buttonholes for the Alliston Smith one, but
Yeah.
that's not who. That
because
was
I got an email from Kate Davies. I subscribed to her emails, and she sent an email out all about button ribbing and how to do a button ribbing with the buttonholes. I still have the email. If I can forward it to you, Rachel, something that you could have, be more than happy to do that.
yeah.
I think it's still in my inbox.
I still have it somewhere in my notes, but yeah, somebody was doing the figuring out placement on a Carbeth cardigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this talked all about it. It talked about how to do the ribbing and the blah blah blahs. And normally I
had Doris was doing the Carbeth cardigan.
Yes. Yes, that's correct. It was Doris. Back on July 15th.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So my recommendation is to subscribe to Kate Davies newsletter, and she gives great knitting tips. Now I can't find my email, so I spoke out of turn.
Well,
I might have permanently deleted it.
Well, I'll see if I can find it anyway, and I'll put the recommendation in the in the show notes.
Rachel, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Sure. Well, thank you for remembering that.
Well, I had it in my email and I forgot to mention it 2 weeks ago because this is sitting in my email and I'm sitting there going, okay, somebody was asking about it. And here it was. It popped up in my mail and
I have a question for all of you who are experienced. Have any of you knit with the Noro yarn?
Yes.
It's from Japan.
Mhm.
I
Love it.
hate, you love it.
I love it.
What I don't love is that there's thick parts and then thin, like I'm afraid it's going to break thin.
Uh-huh.
And so it makes it look very uneven when you're, like it almost looks like I made a mistake. I'm just doing this is just a seed stitch, but have you?
Let me run and fetch my favorite
Because
Nora.
I remember I
have.
started this because I finished my other sweater, which I'll show you, but I figured if it's been in my stash and it's been one of those, I bought this for something so long ago that I don't remember what I was going to make.
Uh-huh.
But I have like 4 or 5 of these skeins, and I thought, all right, so I'm going to make a basket. I mean, a bag, but it's square at the bottom that you can't tell. I'm making it up, but it's based on a pattern that I don't know. I'm just making something up to use it up.
I will say that every Noro yarn that I've used several of their different lines, has that, as well as the random organic matter sometimes stuck to it.
Yes.
Yes, there's little twigs on it.
Occasionally, yes.
Yeah.
It's artisanal.
Are you going to felt it?
Well, somebody I just came from
It
another
felts
knitting
great.
group today, and they said maybe you'd like to felt it, and I thought
Yeah.
maybe I will.
Yeah.
Because it's for a bag, so
It felts really well.
I bet.
Yeah.
It's quite organic. I mean,
Yeah.
is it 100% wool?
yes. And it doesn't say, it just says 100% wool, and everything else is in Japanese. So
And which type
means
is it?
sticks and
Is it the Curion?
Yes, it is Curion. Yeah.
And when you wash it, just washing it without even trying to felt it, just washing it alone will change it totally and completely.
Okay.
I use a lot of Noro. And, and after it's washed, it's just a totally different consistency.
Oh, for the better, I hope.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I love the colors, and I'm sure that's why I bought it. And I have no memory of what I bought it for. So I decided that was a valid thing to use since I finished my other one. So I'll show you that, and then I have some questions about especially stretching yarn. This is I finished my sweater.
Ooh. Oh, very nice.
That's gorgeous.
Great.
Only thing is it fit perfectly until I blocked it. And now the arms, I'm going to have to use elastic because it's like
too long.
So long. They just grew. And I didn't stretch it out when I blocked it. I mean, I thought it was pretty. Everything else still fits just great. But it's wool, but it's also a little bit of alpaca and silk. So
yeah, both of which will tend to grow a bit.
I'm gonna have to remember that. And then also, Rachel, when you were showing yours, I wore last week I have a t-shirt, but it's 100% cotton. And every time I wear that thing, by the time the end of the day, it's like down to it stretches so much, and it's heavier. And it's just, so I'm like always blocking this thing. And I thought, but I never thought maybe I will put it in the dryer.
Yeah, well, especially in this humidity and heat, right. Like it just is like drooping down.
It is and and the neck gets longer, and I think, good grief. Yeah. So I almost want to do that with this sweater, because this was supposed to be a mock turtleneck, but when I put it on, it can just stretch. And I think, what is this?
It looks like a boat neck.
Well, but it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be.
The color is beautiful.
I do love it. And my daughter said, "Oh, Mom, that's so pretty." I went, "No, this one's for me." So the other one I made out of acrylic, same color pretty much, was hers. And then I had gotten this yarn, which I always, of course, can never remember the name of the yarn, but I love this yarn. I've gotten it. I've made 2 different sweaters with it, and I won't remember the name of it.
It's Moonshine by Juniper Moon
Yes.
Farms.
Did you write that down? Is that how you?
I did.
Good, thank you. So somebody knows what I'm doing. Yeah, Moonshine by Juniper, and I love it. It's so soft. It's just lovely. But anyway, so all right, I'm gonna try to put that cotton tee in the dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of that sweater pattern?
It's the Homestead.
The Homestead.
Homestead?
Yeah, the Homestead.
Interesting.
It's a free pattern on Ravelry.
Really?
No, it's from Hobby, I think.
It's on Ravelry too.
Yeah, and it's like like HOBII at the end. Yeah, it's easy. Second time around it was really easy because I knew what it was supposed to be. And I did a couple different things, like I did a twisted rib because I like that better, and it is tighter. But everything else, I almost followed this exactly. And for this left-hander who doesn't follow directions very well, I was very proud of myself that I actually followed the directions.
As you should be.
So anyway.
Well, it looks gorgeous. You'll love it, I'm sure.
Julie,
Yes,
can you see my vest?
let me zoom over to. Oh yeah,
that's Noro, and it's only been washed. And I'll try to get a real close up so you can see. That is, it was like what you're talking about, thick and thin spots.
Yes.
Before, and once it's washed, you can see it's just, and can you see how fluid and how drapey it is after it's washed?
Yeah, it does.
So it will relax a little bit because it's very stiff now.
Yes, it does. And here's another one, and you can see the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are both the Noro, and I think they were both Curion. Noro's probably my favorite. For most of what I do is charity work, but for my non-charity, anything I'm keeping or doing for friends is most of the time is going to be Noro. And you can see even this, see how it just moves.
Yes. Okay, good.
It's only been washed. That's all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, lovely.
Well, I feel better now.
And I went and fetched my big kimono style sweater, and it's been worn a lot. I blocked it heavily, and the details that I carefully blocked out, they rolled. But you can see that's a heavier section in the yarn.
Yeah, right.
And I will say my husband hung it on a hanger, which I just discovered today, and I grabbed it out and folded it up again. But I'm happy with it. I've worn it a lot. It's about due to be washed, and I'm thinking about trying to block the edges again because I really like the edge when it's rolled. But it rolled the second time I wore it, and it has stayed rolled.
It does seem to have a mind of its own.
It's part of the charm.
I love the color. Very pretty.
It's also part of the love it, hate it thing, though, for people.
Yeah. Well, the thin parts is just really thin, and I think, is this thing going to just fall apart? I don't think so, but
it won't.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll
Good.
be fine.
Okay.
Well, my thing with Nora was I had a knitting teacher that taught me how to do color work using Noro because it was thick. And so what we did was we used a hat pattern so I could, practice. And then we turned the hat pattern into a bag and we put handles on it. And I put a little thing on the inside so I could use it as a project bag. But that was my first introduction to color work, was using Noro, their wool yarn.
It's fun to cut it up and manipulate the colors sometimes. That's what I did with the sweater. Because I'm not a big orange fan, but I wasn't sure how much yarn I really had for the project. As it turns out, I still have half the yarn that I bought because I had bought a 10 pack. And I'm thinking I want to do something minus the orange because when that's gone, I've got a Monet water lily palette there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't figured out
Ooh.
what pattern to use for that, but I think it would be a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite for the emotional support chickens too. I make them, and the Noro chickens are the best with the chicken and the Noro.
Oh, they would be. Yes. No dull chickens there.
Right.
This is the pattern that I'm cheating. I'm just making it up because I figured it was too easy to. Sorry,
I'm trying to
trying
spot
to make it a lot.
Market Square
It's
bag.
focusing on me, yeah, but it's
Oh yeah.
there, almost. But it's really just purl 6, knit 2, purl 6, knit 2, and then 3 rows up you change it. And I decided I didn't need to buy the pattern. I cheated, but I'll have to figure out the handles, but I can make that up too. So
I just made one of those also. Not out of Noro though.
Well, it's only because I have it, and I'm determined to not buy new yarn until I use some of the stuff in my stash.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, I have a walk-in closet, and I just think, oh, I have a problem.
I have a walk-in room.
Yeah, I've got a room. It's terrible.
Oh, God. And mine are, I'm going to a knitting this weekend or next weekend in Pittsburgh. There's a big knitting in a whole hotel, you know, and I'm going to try to be control myself. I should leave my credit cards at home or something. Because I have trouble with like garage sales, and grandma died and there's this whole bag of her yarn for $5, and that's hard to avoid too.
That's what got me into my problem in my room.
God, I know.
It is dangerous.
I've gotten snootier about that sort of thing though as I've gone along because it turns out a lot of the grandma's yarn.
It's acrylic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or that really rugged, like will scour you.
The Aunt Lydia's wool yarn, that rug yarn that somebody decides they're going to knit with. Yeah.
Right.
That's really bad.
Yeah, back like 30, 40 years ago when we all thought we were allergic to wool, and it was really the way they processed it, right? And now they've changed it, and now it's much better.
We have one church member whose aunt, it was like his aunt died or something, and he showed up with 8 large garbage bags of yarn, mostly orange, because she was knitting. Because in Maine, we had a horrible thing happen, right? With a woman out pinning up her laundry.
Right.
So then this woman decided that every child in the school district needed orange mittens.
Oh.
And oh my gosh, we did not know what to do with all that yarn. We finally found a group that made beds for the dogs at the rescue. And they would take the yarn and stuff it inside.
That's a lot of yarn.
Well, it was so much yarn. We did have a teacher. We found a teacher who was working with some of the kids in Portland School District that she had an ESL program with them, and they had to write a journal, and she was teaching them to knit. So they were writing about their knitting. So we gave her a ton of stuff, but it was just like, it was so much bad orange acrylic. It was really frightening. I don't know how the woman could not know how many skeins she already had. You know what I mean? Like, it was, I think every time she went into Walmart, she just bought another 5 skeins of orange. It was so much.
So how's the yarn cruise going up there in the state of Maine?
Oh, well, it's going. We get a bunch of cruisers every day. I don't know that there are quite as many as last year, or maybe I don't know. It's been a weird summer in general. it was off to like kind of a slow start, or like a sporadic start. Like we would have a crazy busy day, and then the next day would be completely quiet, and we'd, get some inventory done. And it's finally started in earnest. So it's pretty steadily busy now, but it's just been a weird summer. Everybody's a little off, the economy's weird, and I don't think people are traveling quite as much as they were, but yeah, we've got quite a few cruisers coming through, and there's 26 stores participating this year, which is fantastic. That's more than last year. Yeah.
Well, last year was like 22, I thought.
Yeah. Yep.
Because when I did it 2 years ago, I made it to every single store, and it was like 24 stores that year that I made it through. But I'll tell you something, down here in Savannah, there is Bupkis for knitting groups, for knitting stores that have good hours that you could actually go into the store.
Yeah, that's hard.
I have yet to find anybody that is a knitter down here. And that's then the sad part. That's what I miss the most, is that interaction. So thank you for keeping the Zoom alive for me. I really appreciate it.
Kimberly, you ought to find your local community services and tell them you'll teach a class, and then you meet a whole lot of new people.
Yeah, well, I sort of work full time. That's the problem.
Do it in the evening. I don't know.
That's the problem. That is the problem. When you work full time and you work until 4:30 in the afternoon, so the time that you have available, the yarn stores close, and so you can't get there, and it's just like, oh my goodness. And from where I am, I don't, even though my address is Savannah, I don't live in Savannah. I live on the outskirts, and so it takes me an hour to get from my house to somewhere in Savannah to actually go to a store.
Yeah.
And the traffic out here is so unbelievable. I've been in culture shock with how bad the traffic is down here. I've had to find ways to go back roads, to go to a smaller town, to go to a Walmart, so I don't have to go into these heavy congested parkways that you just sit in traffic, and you just sit and sit and sit and sit and sit. And I was just like, oh man, it's been a huge adjustment. And the biggest thing that I miss is the knitting part. Be able to hop in my car and go down to Camden or go to a yarn shop, and that's the biggest thing that I miss.
Yeah, we are so lucky in Maine that we have so many thriving fiber arts stores. There's a needlepoint store, and then there's the there's weaving, there's spinning, there's we have it really, really good here.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know what you're missing until you miss it.
Yep.
Oh, bye, Tracy.
Bye, Tracy. Have fun in Quebec.
Thank you.
Rachel, one quick question. What's the Cashmere Goat's pattern type for the yarn crawl?
So we have a free crochet pattern. It's a little kerchief bandana thing, and then there's a sort of like an open mesh little shawlette or scarf pattern for knitters.
Okay.
And we've got the Via from Lang and the Spiral Grain. There's a 15% discount for any cruisers who purchase that. And yeah, I guess that's it. And we're gearing up for our big summer sale. Our sale, so we have to make room because they're already starting to send us the fall yarns, and we are out of room in all of our storage places. So yeah, this Friday, I believe, is the kickoff for the midsummer sale. So keep an eye out on your newsletters.
Well, I appreciate that you send out the reminder for the Zoom meetings on Wednesdays because I have a tendency to forget. And then when I see it in my email, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, no, definitely. We wanted to do that when we weren't, because you do forget when it's every other week instead of every week that,
Right.
you know, who did it. So it's helpful even for me.
It's also nice to have
And
the Zoom link right at hand when I am trying to join.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, good. That's good feedback. We will keep that up then.
You know what else, Rachel? I don't know if you can do it or not, but sometimes, you know, when you sign up for something, you can add it to your calendar.
Yeah.
And I have something where I was able to do that and it saved the Zoom link as part of that calendar entry.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that was like, you know how when you have a calendar entry, you have a location or whatever?
Yeah.
And it saved the Zoom link as that.
Yeah.
So that's what I do with when I create my personal calendar for this. I
Yeah.
just paste that link in there, but I don't know if your techie people are, you know, savvy enough to get that to happen. It would be just an add to calendar button on your
Yeah.
newsletter.
Erin
Well,
was gonna look into it when she was still at the goat, but it didn't quite happen.
yeah. Well, so we have it sort of scheduled to send out the morning of.
Yeah,
Very useful.
So we don't have
that's
to.
helpful. Yeah.
Yes. I like that.
Are you going to do Socktober again?
That's the plan,
Okay.
which is going to be hard because I'm not usually a sock person. I'm going to do my second sock from last year's October.
Well, just use some sock yarn or something else and still call it Socktober.
Right? I might do sleeves and call it, arm socks.
Yeah.
I've got a
There
bunch of
you
sleeves that need
go.
doing.
We don't care.
We don't care. We just like the community of it all.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
Yeah.
still meet up. I'm not much help as far as like the technical issues with different sock constructions and heels and whatnot. Because
We can help with that.
yes, you can. And
Yes,
I
we can.
always watch the old Socktober meetups whenever I'm stuck on something because there is always a wealth of information given there.
Yeah, I've been actually watching Stephen West is doing his chameleon sock thing right now. And he actually started this sock on the heel. So his first clue was knitting the heel first.
Oh,
Then
Stephen.
then his second clue was going down to the toe. So it's not knitting it in the round, it's going straight. And I was just like, okay, what other things can this guy come up with?
Oh, geez. I think I'll sit that one out, but it sounds interesting.
Like a deconstructed dessert. Like who wants that?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
I don't know. Are you doing that one, Kimberly?
No, I was just because I watched
You need to do
YouTube.
it so we can see it.
Well, this is the thing. I decided when he puts out like a 2025, he put out a pattern book for socks for each month of 2025, and I bought them. It's cheaper to buy the pattern than it is to buy all the yarn to go with the pattern. So at least I have the pattern. So when I want to do the pattern, it's there for me to do. So then I bought his 2026. So each month I get a sock pattern. So I think I probably got at least 200 or 300 sock patterns between the sock books that I have and the patterns that I download because I'm primarily a sock knitter for the most part. But my goodness, it's just like to see the stuff this man does. And I have a kit of his to do, the brick shawl. And I've had this kit for almost 8 years now. And I still have yet to start it. I'm too intimidated. So there are things that I love at the time and I'll buy them and I put them in my stash. So I have all these kits that have the yarn to them, but I just haven't gotten the guts to say, oh, I'm going to try this out and make it work. And so I stick with my socks. So, but now that I can knit more because I got into physical therapy for my shoulders finally and been really consistent with it. So I can knit again. Yeah, baby. that took how many months? So hopefully I'll be able to show some more things coming down the pike.
Yeah, everybody should start hunting down some good patterns, some fun yarn. Because sadly, October will be here very soon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still working on the Advent socks, excuse me, that I've worked on the last 2 years. I'm hoping to get up to getting 3 of them done this year.
Are they all color work, Julie?
Yes, they're all fancy color work on size 1 needles. I am insane.
Yeah, that's well.
I may be able to leave the set in my will to my youngest grandchild, who will probably have children of her own by then.
It's tough. It's tough when you're doing color work on size 1 needles. Oh. I think I did my first pair of color work socks on a size 1 needle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I jumped from knitting just a plain Jane pair of socks to learn the technique, and then I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this." So I did, and so I made a pair of socks, and I made them for my sister, and at the time the wool wasn't bothering me so much, and now it's like I have to look at the wool content or take something to counteract the reaction that I get from working with wool now, because I break out and it's like, ugh, and I'm all itchy. So it's like, yay, get to find some other yarn to work with.
Well, we're at the end of our hour. It's 6:07. So thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the fastest hour
pleasure.
of the day.
Yep.
It truly was.
Yeah.
Yes, today's been a day.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
See you then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.